Very. What I'll kind of go by these, but we'll just converse. How did your pain start? What is your pain?
My pain started with muscle spasms I was having. It wasn't a continual throbbing pain in my back. I would get muscle spasms every 2 or 3 months, and they would be fairly severe to the point where I was finding it very difficult to walk. I would need a chair or something to help push me along.
And go ahead.
Thank you.
And was it any particular activity that caused it, or was it just a really long period of time? Or
It was not predictable. It really would never happen when I was doing something strenuous. I could just be turning or twisting or bending slightly, just in everyday
and
normal activities.
Was it the same type of pain, muscle spasm, or sharp pain, or?
It was always muscle spasms, and then of course the related pain of not being able to bend or do any activities because the back was extremely stiff.
Describe what your life was like before you had care in this office.
I was very active when I wasn't having muscle spasm activity and pain related to that. I would golf and run and do everything everything I'd like to do. But as soon as those spasms hit, I was down and out for at least a week.
Now, how many of those activities that you enjoyed doing could you not do?
When after that, I couldn't do any of them. I could barely walk. So.
And how did the condition affect your life? Was it not only could you not do these things physically, how did it affect you mentally and the people around you?
Well, I felt like an invalid. I had to push a chair to walk. I felt pretty much helpless. I needed a lot of people to do things for me. I wasn't independent anymore.
And what was the most frustrating thing about it before you got better?
Not knowing when it was going to happen next. It could happen at times where I really needed to be at work and really needed to be doing certain activities. And it was unpredictable when it was going to happen. And
how did you end up here? How did you find out about Dr. Porterfield?
Well, there's two things. One, I had seen advertisement about the DRX 9000 on TV, and I had also read it in the newspaper. And I took the newspaper clipping, stuck it in my pocket, and then all of a sudden I had a severe spasm, and I said, this might be the time. What actually happened, I had a severe muscle spasm, and my right leg started going numb, and that's when it was a real clue that I needed to get some help. And I had gone to a neurologist, my general practitioner and a neurologist, both of which said, well, looks like the only thing we can do for you is surgery. And I said, there's got to be another alternative. And then I had this information that I'd gotten on the newspaper, and then I called the number, and they put me in touch with Dr. Don.
And how long after you found or you did the research until you actually came in?
It wasn't very long, because it wasn't long after I got the article that I had that severe problem, and it took about a week or 2 weeks to get through the regular practitioners, the doctors, and then it was very easy to get in to see Dr. Don and Dr. Porterfield. They had an opening right away, and it wasn't long thereafter I was on the machine.
And what were your thoughts coming in here as far as, obviously, frustration, but were you nervous? Were you skeptical? Obviously, the ideas of a chiropractor, some people don't accept that. Yeah. What were your thoughts?
Well, I'd never been to a chiropractor before, and so I guess there was a little bit of skepticism, but I wasn't desperate, but I was fairly optimistic. The technique I read about and heard about looked and sounded promising. And I definitely didn't want to go through surgery, so I was feeling really good about it.
And what was your impression when you came in here?
Very impressed. The entire staff is very professional, very knowledgeable. They were very concerned about my health, which was great. and made me feel at ease, and they're very friendly. And
Now, as compared to some of the other offices, not necessarily chiropractors, but doctors' offices, even dentists or whichever else, how does this one stand out? How does this office stand out above the rest? Or does it?
well, yes, they do, no doubt about it. Most doctors are very professional and somewhat concerned, but this office had something to offer me that was better than, and they knew it, better than any other doctor could offer. And like I said, very knowledgeable and made me feel good about what they had to offer, and increased my confidence in their ability and my prognosis of becoming cured.
And what kind of treatment are you undergoing?
I currently?
Yes, correct.
I've gone through the DRX 9000 treatments, and right now I'm currently strengthening my muscles of my back and my stomach.
And how often? What was your criteria, so to speak? What was how often did you have to come, and for how long?
I'm coming twice a month
Okay.
for probably 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay. And what things did you notice getting better?
The feeling in my right leg is back, just about 100%, so that feels good. I no longer have muscle spasms. My strength is definitely much better. I can't lift like I did when I was 30 years old, but the strength is there, and eventually I'm going to get back to all the activities I've always enjoyed.
And again, what can you do now that the pain prohibited you from doing before? Or at what level do you feel you're back to normal, so to speak, or where you should be?
Well, I feel like I can go back to all those activities, but the doctors are taking it slow and being cautious, and so I'm not quite back to golfing and skiing and running, but definitely I'm going to the gym almost daily and doing all the exercises to stay in shape like I was before, and my strength is gradually building. And
describe how they helped you, not necessarily treatment-wise, but emotional support, mental support, the strength that got you in here, and everything that Dr. Don Porterfield have assisted you with.
Well, just building my confidence and giving me the feeling that I'm going to get through this. I'm going to be able to be 100% like I was before all these spasms and things happened. And just that confidence has really helped me a lot.
Obviously today is the first time you've met me. If you were to tell me in 20 seconds or so about Dr. Don and Dr. Porterfield, what would you tell me?
Great staff, great knowledge and understanding of what they're doing, and definitely have a technique and a practice here that's going to cure most people that come in here with back problems.
If I came to you today and said, I got back pains, I used to play golf, I can't play golf anymore, it's very frustrating, what would you tell me?
Spend a few months with Dr. Don and Dr. Porterfield, and you'll be back playing golf in no time.